and around goes the 11. The 20 also around. Ryan Blaney caught up in this in the 12.
Back here, they're wrecking.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Race Recap. Let's get right into the 26th race of the season that brought us to Daytona. Pretty much a shit show of a race with rain in the area pretty much all day, postponing the race from last night to today. Let's get right into this thing. The front row to start today's race was Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. With Chase Elliott getting a great shove from Joey Logano on the start of the race, putting him out to the race lead early, as we saw a bunch of 2 wide racing behind him, with everybody pushing and shoving to try and make it to the front. With the racing eventually turning into 3 and even 4 wide racing, man, these guys just wanted to get to the front as they knew this was their last chance to make it into the playoffs with a win. With Chase Elliott leading everybody early on that bottom line, we saw the top line finally come alive, with Erik Jones shooting on the outside to take the race lead after a great shove from Denny Hamlin. With 10 laps to go in stage 1, the two of these drivers swapping the lead back and forth, it was just some intense racing. With such aggressive racing at the end of stage 1, we had to know that we were on the verge of a wreck, and that is exactly what happened with 5 laps left to go in the stage. The 11 car of Denny Hamlin giving the 43 car of Erik Jones too hard of a shove, creating a huge stack up behind them, which caused a huge wreck, one of many that we saw in today's race. Other cars with major damage in this first wreck were the 20 car of Christopher Bell and the 12 car of Ryan Blaney, as we saw the green flag wave once again to finish up stage 1. Joey Logano and Chase Elliott nose to nose for that stage victory, with Joey Logano barely holding off the hard-charging Chase Elliott to pick up the stage 1 victory. With everybody coming down pit road under the stage end caution break to make some adjustments to the race cars to get ready to go back to battle for the start of stage 2. The 23 car of Bubba Wallace and the 7 car of Corey LaJoie leading the field back to green to start the second stage. I must say these restarts were absolutely chaotic, with everybody going 3, 4, and even 5 wide at some points. I don't even know how they did that at Daytona, but the restarts were just absolutely intense as we saw Erik Jones try to make his way back to the front, as he did eventually take the race lead early in stage 2, controlling the field. The theme of today's race was good pushing and drafting to the front to take that race lead. Denny Hamlin doing exactly that on lap 65, taking over the race lead after a great push from Joey Logano, with everybody just kind of riding around the top with 25 laps left to go in stage 2, just trying to catch their breath. The start of green flag pit stops approaching on lap 78. Most of the cars only coming down for gas only under this green flag pit stop, as Tyler Reddick was your new race leader after everybody made the green flag pit stop. However, his lead was short-lived as we saw Chase Elliott make an impressive move on the outside, taking the race lead with only a few laps left to go in stage 2. The battle for the stage victory not over, as Kyle Busch decided to throw his name in the hat to get the stage win, making the pass for the lead with 6 laps left to go in the stage, holding off everybody behind him to pick up the stage 2 victory. With a wild stage 1 and stage 2 behind us, we geared ourselves up for a chaotic finish to this race, and chaotic it was. The third and final stage kicking off with Michael McDowell and Denny Hamlin leading the field back to green. With Mother Nature in the area, man, I cannot wait to get into the closing laps of this. With the pay window now open for the race win, we saw another huge wreck at the start of stage 3. The 34 car of Michael McDowell getting turned by the 8 car of Tyler Reddick, who slammed into the 19 car of Martin Truex, creating a chain reaction throughout the field, bringing out the caution with 58 laps to go. With the crazy pushing and shoving to get to the front continuing, we saw a new race leader, the 48 car of Alex Bowman, taking the lead with 44 laps left to go in the race. The 14 car of Chase Briscoe trying to move his way through the middle to take the race lead away from Alex Bowman, making the pass for the lead. Unfortunately, the 48 car got into the rear fender of the 14 car of Chase Briscoe, spinning him out, creating a huge wreck throughout the field, bringing out yet another caution. And as I say, week after week, cautions breed cautions, and that is exactly what happened with the 22 car of Joey Logano and the 43 car of Erik Jones getting together, bringing out another caution. I don't know what it was about the third and final stage. It just seemed like a caution fest. Back to green flag racing with 26 laps left to go. We saw Daniel Suarez in the 99 car, your new race leader, throwing aggressive blocks to try and stay out front. With Denny Hamlin trying to make the move for the race lead on the outside, we had to know that this wasn't going to end well, and that it did not, creating a huge wreck throughout the field. This time, I think everybody on the track was involved in this one. It didn't help that it started with a flash rain that nobody saw coming, making the track extra slick. Basically everybody involved in this one, except that is for the 3 car of Austin Dillon, who managed to escape this thing unscathed. With the rain picking up, we had a 3-hour rain delay, which made us all sit and wait to decide the winner of this thing. You know what? The finish was well worth the wait as we finally went back to green flag racing with 16 laps left to go, with Austin Cindric and Austin Dillon leading the field back to green, as it was going to be a shootout to determine the winner of this thing. Austin Dillon not being deterred, making an aggressive move, shoving the 2-car of Austin Cindric out of the way to take the race lead, as the two were bumper to bumper. It was a 4-car breakaway to determine the winner of this race, with 4 laps left to go. Austin Dillon somehow able to hold on to get his first victory of the season in this marathon of a race, locking himself into the playoffs with this race win. Unfortunately for Martin Truex, that knocked him out. Man, I must say, this was one of the most wild races I've ever seen. It was well worth the wait, though, rain delays and all. Let me know what you thought about the race. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And Matthew and I will see you Tuesday with a Monday Night Raw recap. Peace out.
Come on and fight.